Now, the Norm Smith naif is massive on grand final day,
Yep.
of course, and not much that Chris Judd hasn't done in football, and that's another box he managed to tick in his illustrious career. But what interests me is the panel of the Norm Smith medal selection.
Yes.
Because it is enormously important that you get it right. And really, the most important position within that panel is the chairman.
Is the chair?
The person who basically makes sure that the panel don't make an ass of themselves. And Juddy, can you fill us in any way, shape or form as to maybe who is the chairman for the Norm Smith panel?
Well, look, I've been named the chairman, Jim. And, it's a huge role, and I don't want to sound obnoxious about it, but I would prefer it if I was referred to as Mr. Chairman
from now on.
Today, such is the seriousness of the role. But there's no doubt this is the strongest panel that there's ever been put together for a Norm Smith voting system. It's myself, Daisy Pearce, who I've made my senior vice president.
Right.
Not officially titled that, but that's the role I've given her.
Yes.
We've got Mark McClure.
Oh, big sellers.
Sort of my sergeant of arms. Not that we've modelled it around a bikie club. But
Negative sort of character, isn't
yeah,
he?
he's sort of the hard enforcer. Terry the Plough Wallace, plough by name, plough by nature.
Yes.
He's got an important role there in the squad. And Jake the Snake Nile, who...
The world's most boring man.
He's not the number one news in the game, but he's pushing purple and he knows to get the job done. So it's the best panel that's ever been ensembled, and that's a big honour.
It is a big honour, Chairman.
Yeah.
As chairman, will you do as Ross Glendinning did with the Ross Glendinning medal some years ago when he got up to announce the winner of it?
Good question.
Didn't like the name he'd been given and just changed it. Will you do that potentially this afternoon?
Technically, the chairman only makes the call if the votes are drawn, but I have no qualms in taking matters into my own hands, Purple, if I feel the votes get...
So obviously...
This time last year, this man, Chris Judd, was asked by the AFL to also be a member of the voting panel of the Norm Smith. Said he couldn't be bothered.
No, he did. Turned it down. He's gone straight from saying you can't be bothered to chairman.
It was a reunion type setup. It was 10 years since the great West Coast Eagles team won their flag, so I was very busy celebrating that fact.
So you can't go in with any preconceived ideas, but I'd imagine you'd in your head right now have some favourites. Everybody's coming to the ground having favourites. Dustin Martin, 10 games out of the 15 he was best on. So that's every time they win, 67% of the time Dustin Martin's best on. Do you have a favourite going in?
Sort of putting his sports bet hat on there, isn't he? Sort of trying to get some sort of an inside information.
Well, I've had a few.
You don't get chairman of this sort of important role.
Well, I'm going to be sitting right next to you. I'm going to be looking at you.
Completely balanced. So no preconceived ideas. We'll just be judging it on whoever has the most impact on winning the game for their team.
All I would implore you, Christopher, to do is realise...
Mr. Chairman, Jim.
Mr. Chairman, when the ball's bounced or thrown up around the ground, the only people that you see are the 8 around that particular setup. Anyone at either end of the ground you don't even know exists. So there are more people than midfielders on the ground.
No, I understand that, and that will have no bearing on who gets the award. So actually very, very honoured to take on the role. In all seriousness, we do take the piss a little bit, but looking forward to the job.
You should be honoured. That is a terrific honour. The chairman of the Norm Smith panel, good luck with that. We'll be watching very closely and trying to influence who you vote for. Hey, Damo.
I will be.
Yeah, exactly.